Hey, Josh here from Badge of Awesome, and I want to tell you a quick story about what almost dying taught me about really living. Back in January of 2008, I had this annoying blurriness in my left eye, and after quite a while I finally got around to seeing my optometrist. She took a look and told me that the insides of my eyeballs were bleeding. So from there I went and got a blood test done through my family doctor, and the results of that test were less than fantastic. You see, on a blood test, the number of white blood cells in a healthy adult male should be somewhere between 4 and 11. Mine was 484. So yeah, it turned out I had cancer. Something called chronic myelogenous leukemia to be exact, and what's even worse is that I had a particularly aggressive form of the disease, and the doctors gave me about a 40 to 50% chance of surviving, although later I found out the odds were more like 20%. That March, I spent a month as an inpatient at Princess Margaret Hospital in Toronto, where I got the crap kicked out of me by some heavy-duty chemo. It sucked, but I was determined to do whatever it took to beat my cancer. For me, it started with a list. At the top of a new page in the journal my friend Rachel had given me, I wrote the words, "Reasons to fight." I then proceeded to list anything and everything that came to mind about what makes life so awesome and so worth fighting for. The idea was to create something I could refer back to and keep myself motivated when things got tough with my treatment. And before I knew it, I had a list that was 118 items long. Now, the list had a lot of the obvious stuff like my mom and my friends, but it was also cool to see how many of life's little simple pleasures and experiential riches made it on the list as well. Things like tobogganing, gin and tonics, hiking, a good conversation, a good fart, watching the sunset at the beach, skinny dipping at that beach. And you know what didn't make the cut was eye-opening too. Nowhere on my list were things like a big house, a fast car, or a buttload of money. None of these material measures of success that our society likes to put so much emphasis on made my list at all, and it was an awesome reminder of what really matters in life. Lying on what could very well have been my deathbed, I wasn't wishing I could spend longer days at the office so I could buy more stuff I didn't need. I wanted to live so I could spend more time enjoying life's simple pleasures with the people I care about. After a lot of chemotherapy, radiation, and a bone marrow transplant, I'm happy to report that I'm now completely cancer-free. It was tough, but the experience did help me better understand the importance of things like valuing experiential riches over material stuff, of appreciating life's everyday awesomeness, and making the most of our time, since none of us knows how much of it we've got. Alright, so I've shared a few of the items from my list, but now I want to know what simple pleasures and experiential riches you guys are thankful for. Add your items to the growing collection on Badge of Awesome, and let's remind each other of all the amazing non-material sources of happiness life has to offer.